Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ben Allen Fieldhouse in Highland, Kansas. For tonight's JR Conference and Region 6 Division 2 matchup between the Fort Scott Lady Greyhounds and your 7th-ranked Highland Lady Scotties. Fort Scott comes into today's action with a 1-3 JR Conference record. They're 5-3 in region play, 14-12 overall under fourth-year head coach Katie Ryman. The Lady Greyhounds are currently tied for third place in the Region 6 standings with Kansas City, Kansas. They're averaging 65 points a game on offense. They're giving up 65 points a game on defense. In their last outing, they defeated Heston by the score of 64-52. For Lady Scotty, they come in with a 4-2 conference record, 7-2 in Region 6 play. Currently tied for second place. Are currently in second place in the Region 6 standings, 23-3 on the season. Highland averaging 84 points a game on offense. They're giving up just 51 points a game on defense. In Highland's last contest, they defeated Brown Mackey in Salina by the score of 76-64. Lady Scotty's still the number 2 team in the nation in scoring with that 84 points a game. Fort Scott, they will have 5 starters tonight, but they are going to be missing their number 1 scorer, Cameron Luptek. Luptek, a 5'6" sophomore out of Adrian, Missouri, averaging 18.7 points a game. That ranks her second in the region in scoring. And again, she will not be able to play due to a bad knee, according to Coach Ryman. So the starters for Fort Scott tonight will be number 5, Alexis Burns, a 5'6" freshman out of Lockwood, Missouri, averaging 8 points a contest. Number 12, Tabor Sperling, a 5'9" freshman out of Frontenac, Kansas, averaging 4.5 points a game. Number 15 will be Kaylee Haggard, a 6-foot sophomore out of Colcord, Oklahoma, averaging 12 points a contest. She leads the team in three-point shooting, averaging 40%. Number 20 is Jordan Danzer, a 5'5" freshman out of Springfield, Missouri, averaging 8 points a contest. She's their best free throw shooter at 85%. Also leads the team in assists with 85. Final starter for Fort Scott will be number 22, Carly Bohannon. Bohannon, a 5'11" freshman out of Lansing, Kansas, averaging 4.1 points per contest. For Lady Scotties, Highland will spend the usual suspects onto the floor tonight. Number 1, Sonia Vukov, the Region 6 leading scorer at 19.8 points a contest. Sonia, a 6'1" freshman out of Budakeszi, Hungary. Number 3, Bailey Farrell will start, a 5'6" freshman out of Alva, Oklahoma, averaging 6.5 points a contest. Jamaica Dowell, a 5'8" freshman out of Lebanon, Tennessee, averaging 11.5 points a contest. Number 12, Cheyenne Tremble, a 5'6" freshman out of Shawnee, Oklahoma, averaging 9 points a ball game. And the final starter for the Lady Scotties, Jordan Salas, number 44, a 6-foot sophomore out of Arkansas City, Kansas, averaging 7.8 points per game. Highland, number 1 in steals in the Region 6, averaging 15.5 steals per contest. They're number 1 in the region in rebounds per game, averaging 46.3. Number 2 in field goal percentage, averaging 45.3 points per percent. Fort Scott comes into tonight's game number 1 in the region in field goal per free throw percentage at 75.5 of the team. They're also number 2 in three-point percentage at 36.5. Lady Scotty, coached by B.J. Smith in his 5th year. B.J. with a record of 138 wins, 23 losses. He is 10 wins behind Marty Allen at 148 wins, 84 losses for the all-time leading head coach for Lady Scotty basketball. Other games tonight around the Region 6 with only 3 games remaining. Labette at 0-8 is at 5-3. Number 5, Kansas City, Kansas. Number 1, Johnson County at 8-0 is at 1-7. Brown Mackey. And Heston, who Highland will play on Saturday at 3-5, has the bye. This is the 48 meeting between these two programs dating back to 1982. Fort Scott leads the series 24-23, but Highland has won the last 10 ball games. Highland defeated Fort Scott 66-56 on January 23rd in Arnold Arena in Fort Scott. Cheyenne Tremble led Highland with 20 points on 4 of 9 shooting. 2 of 5 outside the arc. She was a perfect 10 for 10 from the free throw line. She also had a team high 4 assists. Jamaica Dow added 15 points. Sonia Vukov added 14 points for Lady Scotties. For Fort Scott, Cameron Lutek, again, who will not be playing in this ballgame, had 19 points. Kylie Haggard had 16. Highland out rebounded Fort Scott 36-25 and forced the Lady Greyhounds into 25 turnovers. So Highland committed 29 turnovers themselves.
5'6" freshman from Shawnee, Oklahoma, number 12, Cheyenne Tremble. And the 6'4"
Kaylee Haggard for Fort Scott is number 4 in the region with 173 rebounds. She's number 2 in the region in blocks with 54. She's 4th in the region in steals with 55. So a lot of action up and down the floor tonight between the Lady Scotties and Lady Greyhounds. As anticipated, Fort Scott in their road blacks, maroon and trim with silver numbers. Lady Scotties in their home white, navy numbers outlined in yellow maize. Glad to have you watching us tonight over the Sky Sports Network. Feel free to join me on the right-hand side of your screen with the chat log. We'll help you out with any information you'd like to know about tonight's contest. Sonia Vukov jumping, centering against number 15, Kaylee Haggard. And the trip controlled by Highland. Trammell will walk it across the power Scotty at midcourt here at Ben Allen Fieldhouse. For Scott in a 1-3-1 zone. Vukov penetrates, throws up the runner, no good. Rebound pulled down by Haggard. Danzer gets across the midcourt stripe, gives it off to number 12, Sperling. Picked up by Trammell. Sperling gives it back to Danzer. Jordan Dancer, a freshman out of Springfield, Missouri, averaging 8 points a contest with the basketball, left-hand side. Shot clock down to 4. Right-hand side, three-point shot is up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Sonia Vukov. Alexis Burns with the missed shot, all the way down, runner up, no good by the Lady Scotties. As Bailey Farrell could not get it to go, we've got a whistle and a stoppage of play. And a foul is going to be on Highland. Number 3, Bailey Farrell picks up her first.
That was number 3, Bailey Farrell. That first personal, team foul number 1.
So Farrell with her first personal, first team foul of the quarter at the 9:05 mark. Tabor Sperling with the basketball. Gives it back to Jordan Danzer. Danzer from the Highland bench will now recenter the offense. Haggard, guarded by Vukov, picks up her dribble, gives it back to Sperling. Shot clock down to 7. Shot from in the corner. That's Danzer's shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jamaica Dow. Trammell quickly down the floor. Highland had the advantage, but they back it back out. Trammell left hand side to Farrell. Trammell down into the corner to Dow. She'll penetrate, loses the ball out of bounds. Ball off of the Lady Greyhounds. It'll be Highland basketball with 13 seconds on the shot clock. Bounce pass into Vukov. Skip pass over to Farrell. Right hand side. Trammell will launch a 3 with 6 on the clock. Rattled in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Lady Greyhounds, number 15, Kaylee Haggard. Haggard again, number 4 in the region in rebounds. Shot no good, and a whistle will stop play. Foul will be on number 22, Carly Bohannon. That is her first personal foul. Checking the ball game for Lady Scotties, number 2, Mariana Veach. 6'4" freshman out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, replacing Jordan Salas. Fort Scott now still in that 1-3-1 zone. Ball down into Veach. Spin move, no good. Shot blocked by Bohannon. Danzer with the basketball. Working against Dow, left-hand side. Now her ball almost knocked away by Vukov. The high dribble by Haggard. All the way in, a foul. We've got an offensive charge on number 20. Or make that number 20. Nope, that is number 15, Kaylee Haggard.
Foul number 15, Kaylee Haggard, her first personal, team foul.
Haggard's first personal, second team foul of the quarter against the Lady Greyhounds. Still no score, 7:24 to go in the first 15, or first 10 minutes. Vukov for three, got it. Sonia Vukov shooting 33% outside the mark. The conference and region's leading scorer puts Highland on the board, 3-0. All the way in, shot no good, rebound to Vukov. Vukov quickly ahead to Farrell. Bailey into the corner, dishes it back out to Tremble. Back outside, right-hand side. Feeding side to Veach, ball stolen away. Bad pass by Sonia, and coming away with it, number 20, Jordan Dancer. Turnover Lady Scotties that come in tonight averaging 19 turnovers per contest. And a whistle and a foul from behind on number 2, Mariana Veach. Mariana's first, second team foul against Highland. Jordan Salas checks back in the lineup. Veach will take a seat. Checking in for Fort Scott, number 14, Lily Holtgrave, a 5'3" freshman out of Effingham, Cambridge, averaging 6 points a ball game. Also number 21, Kaylin Eisman, a 5'9" freshman out of Burlington, Kansas, averaging 2.5 points a contest. In the lineup for Highland, number 11, Amani Simmons. Simmons, a 5'7" freshman out of Topeka. She's averaging 3.2 per game. Shot clock down to 17 for Lady Greyhounds. 3-point shot from deep in the corner, rattles in and out, no good. But getting the rebound is Lily Holtgrave. Holtgrave will launch up a three. That's an air ball, no good. But putting it back up when a foul is on Jordan Salas.
Foul number 44, Jordan Salas, her first personal, team foul number 3.
So at the line for the Lady Greyhounds, number 21, Kaylin Eisman. Eisman, 60% charity stripe shooter, 15 out of 25 coming in tonight. Eisman at the free throw line. Second one is good. She's on the board with 1 point, and it's a 3-1 lead for Highland. Simmons. Trammell, right-hand side to Dowell. Into the corner to Vukov. Sonia along the baseline, puts up the shot, no good. Put back by Jordan Salas, and a foul underneath. Foul's on number 21. Kaylin Eisman. First personal on Eisman. Team fouls are even at 3. As Jordan Salas goes to the free throw line. Jordan shooting 47% from the charity stripe. Gets the first one to go. Checking the lineup for the first time tonight, number 23, Sydney Blackburn, a 5'11" freshman out of Waterville, Kansas, averaging 7.5 a game. And we'll have some extra substitutions after this free throw. That one's up and good. We've got a lane violation against Highland. Checking in the lineup for the first time tonight, number 4, Leandra Wilson, a 5'9" freshman out of Kansas City, Missouri, averaging 4.6. Bailey Farrell back in the Highland lineup as Tremble and Salas will take a seat. Sperling over here to Dancer. Ball into the corner. That is Burns with the basketball. Ball goes off the foot of Blackburn out of bounds. It'll remain Greyhound basketball with 12 on the shot clock. Checking the lineup for Lady Greyhounds, number 15, Kaylee Haggart, replacing Alexis Burns. Haggart, the leading scorer for Lady Greyhounds tonight, averaging 12 points a contest. As again, they are without their leading scorer, Cameron Lutak, who came in averaging 18.7. Shot clock violation. Highland good defense. Turnover, Lady Greyhounds. Highland 4, Fort Scott 1 with 5:14 to go here in the first 10 minutes. Farrell down into the corner to Wilson. Now back out to Farrell to Simmons. Simmons will bring it left-hand side into Blackburn at the free throw line. To Dowell. She'll penetrate and a foul, and we'll see if it's on the floor or a shooting foul. Kaylin Eisenman picks up her second personal foul. Checking in, Carly Bohannon of Fort Scott. Foul occurred on the drive and not on the shot, so Highland with a fresh 30-second clock. And the basketball needs their own goal. Shot up by Wilson, no good. Ball comes off in the hands of Bailey Farrell. Farrell backs it back out. Blackburn along the baseline, and a blocking foul on Fort Scott. And that'll be on number 20, Jordan Danzer.
Number 20, Jordan Danzer.
15 foul against the Lady Hounds. That'll send Sydney Blackburn to the free throw line. Sydney a 64% free throw shooter, 47 out of 74. Again, she's averaging 7.5 points a contest. First attempt is up and good for Blackburn. She's down the board. Sydney with a season high 19 points against Midland JV. Second attempt is up and good. Substitution coming in for Highland. Sonia Vukov checked back in along with Cheyenne Tremble. Blackburn and Simmons check out. 6-1 in favor of the Lady Scotties here in the early going from Midtown Fieldhouse in Highland, Kansas. Russ Karn bringing tonight's action over to Sky Sports Network. Ivan Baida up above bringing you our video action tonight. Holtgrave gives it back off to Danzer. Now to number 12, that's Sperling with the basketball. Holtgrave loses the basketball on the floor. The ball picked up by Bailey Farrell. Here comes Leandra Wilson with the basketball. Tramble, left-hand side to Vukov. Vukov thought about going to baseline, loses the basketball. Turnover Highland. Lily Holtgrave with the ball. Will recenter the offense. She's guarded by Cheyenne Tramble. Ball knocked away by the Lady Scotties. Farrell with a deflection. Tramble with the basketball. Inside the arc, will back it back out. Tramble for three. Too hard, no good. Farrell fought for the ball. Ball from her fingertips out of bounds. Fort Scott ball. Alexis Burns checks back in for the Lady Hounds. And checking in for the Highland, number 22, Abby Harrell, a 6-foot freshman out of Boyd, Texas, averaging 9.8. 30-second timeout on the floor by Highland. We'll keep it here. Again, there's only 4 games left in the Region 6 regular season, counting tonight. As the playoffs will start a week from this Saturday. Highland fighting for the number 2 spot at the moment. Lady Scotties must win out and defeat Johnson County on Monday to claim the number 2 spot and get a first round bye. So Fort Scott basketball with 3:44 to go. We're in the first quarter. Burns with the basketball, guarded by Jamaica Dowell. Ball along the baseline. That is Haggard with the ball, backing in against Harrell. Gets her own rebound, put back no good. Rebound come down to Tramble. Tramble quickly down the floor. Fort Scott gets back in transition very well on defense. Ball down the baseline. Shot is up, no good. Fought for underneath. The ball comes down to hands number 20, Jordan Danzer. Danzer at 5 foot 5 inches tall. Got it away from the 6'1", Sonia Vukov. spin move onto the floor. We've got a jump ball. And the ball will go to Fort Scott. Fort Scott basketball underneath their own basket with 11 seconds on the shot clock. Ball comes into Haggard. Her shot no good, but a foul on Highland. And I believe that's on Harrell. It is. Abby Harrell picks up her first personal foul. Fourth team foul against the Lady Scotties. They're going to send Kaylee Haggard to the free throw line. Haggard, a 70% free throw shooter, 66 out of 95 coming into the contest. First attempt is up and good. Haggard averaging 12 points a ball game. Second one rattles in. The Hounds have now got 3 points on the blue scoreboard. Harrell into the corner. Vukov wide open three. That one rims it out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Burns. Burns working against Dowell. Now gets it over. High in that relentless man-to-man defense that Coach Smith likes to run. Bohannon with the basketball. Top of the arc. Guarded by Dowell. Ball goes over the right-hand side. That's Haggard with the basketball. Working on Harrell. Into the corner. Shot is up and no good by Burns. Ball blown dead. We've got a foul on Highland number 5, Jamaica Dowell. That is Dowell's first personal.
Foul number 5, Jamaica Dowell, her first personal, team foul number 5.
Fifth team foul against Lady Scotties. Fort Scott will shoot 2 for the remaining 2:14 of the quarter. Carly Bohannon, 4 of 6 from the charity stripe this year for 67%. Simmons and Salas check back in for Highland. Dowell and Harrell checked out. Bohannon averaging 4.1 points per contest. 5'11" freshman out of Lansing, Kansas, gets that one to go. She's now got 1 point in the ball game. And Highland leads it by 2, 6-4. Ball into Salas for a charity stripe. Almost loses the basketball. Back to travel. Down to Salas. Salas dribbles in. Gets it back out to Farrell for 3. Shot wide right. Taylor Scully with the rebound. Ball into the corner. That's Burns. Burns. Dallas has the ball stolen away by Farrell. The ball will remain Fort Scott ball with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Shot no good. Rebound got by Salas. The whistle will stop play. Foul is on number 5. Alexis Burns picks up her first personal foul. 15th foul against Fort Scott. Cheyenne Tramble to free throw line to shoot 2. Tramble 64% from the free throw line. 57 out of 89 attempts for Cheyenne this year. Second one rattles off no good, but ball is out of bounds. They're going to say it is Fort Scott ball. Sydney Blackburn checks back in the Highland lineup as Sonia Vukov will check out.
How was that not over the back? Something, jump ball? What's that? Jump ball over the back, nothing. I didn't see what happened. Like the prior call. Oh, it's scared.
Ball deflected out of bounds off of Fort Scott. It'll be Highland basketball. Turnover to Lady Greyhounds. They came into the contest averaging 20 giveaways per contest. Farrell into the corner to Simmons to Tramble. Tramble penetrates back over to Farrell. Simmons will drive in. Got a bump on Fort Scott. Number 14, Lily Holtgrave with a foul.
Foul number 14, Lily Holtgrave, her first personal.
Imani Simmons will go to the free throw line. She's averaging 3.2 points per contest. 16 out of 30 free throws so far this year for 53%. Got that one to go. Second attempt is no good. Jordan Salas tried to get the rebound, but coming away with it for Fort Scott was Alexis Burns. Holtgray with the ball in front of the Highland bench. Crossover dribble. Gives it back off to number 12. That's Sperling with the basketball. Now back to number 14, Holtgray. Shot clock down to 5. 3-point shot, no good. But number 15, Kaylee Haggard. Nice job of offensive rebound by Alexis Burns to get the basketball and draws the foul on Highland. Foul is on number 11, Imani Simmons. That's her first personal. Excuse me, Alexis Burns with the basket, with the rebound and the free throw here. First one rattles off the back iron, no good. Burns 71% from the charity stripe, 32 out of 45. She's averaging 8 points a contest. Freshman out of Lockwood, Missouri. Second one attempt is up, no good. Rebound comes off to Vukov. 38 seconds to play in the quarter. Sonia, right hand side. Farrell down low, and they're going to win off with a foot, they believe, of Fort Scott. It'll remain Highland basketball. 32 on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock for these guys here in the first quarter. Blackburn gives it off to Vukov. Vukov thought about a spin move. Nice double down by Fort Scott in the zone. Over to Vukov in the corner to Farrell. Monty Simmons will penetrate with 8 on the shot clock. And Simmons loses the ball out of bounds, but it went off of the Lady Greyhounds. Highland ball underneath their own basket, but 6 seconds on the shot clock. 16.1 on the game clock. Farrell for 3, no. Rebound pulled down by Burns. And now we're going to say there's a foul on Fort Scott. Foul is on number 20, Jordan Danzer. That's her second personal foul.
Bailey, backside. Bailey, backside. Abby, you and Sonya switch spots.
Abby Harrell back into the Highland lineup.
You're right here.
As Sydney Blackburn takes his seat. The officials are going to discuss this a little bit more.
Come here, White.
They're going to shoot 2. So it was a defensive, it was a defensive foul is what they're going to say. So Abby Harrell will come out as Sydney Blackburn will be at the free throw line to shoot a pair. Blackburn with 2 points in the contest to my count. Freshman out of Waterville, Kansas, and that one wide left. Sydney averaging 7.5 points a ball game, cannot get either to go. Rebound pulled down by Tramble. Simmons with the basketball to Tramble. Now Simmons will launch a 3. That one's no good. Farrell will put it back. And the ball goes out of bounds, and that's the end of the first quarter. Highland 8, Fort Scott 4. We'll get the first 10 minutes in the book. We'll be back for period number 2. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. Welcome back to Ben Allen Fieldhouse in Highland, Kansas. Lady Scotty's up over Fort Scott 8-4 in what can be considered a lackluster first period. One of the lower scoring periods that Highland has had all season. Fort Scott. 1-3-1 zone with pressure on the point guard. Ball down into the corner. Simmons now left-hand wing. Now we're to Vukov. Down into the corner to Jamaica Dow. Trammell trying to work off of a screen. Vukov penetrates down. The runner is up and good. Sonia Vukov now with a nickel's worth. She's got 5 in the contest. Sonia, the number 1 scorer in the region with 19.8 per con. Lady Sky's up by 6. Haggard puts up the left-handed shot, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Rebound, or ball almost went out of bounds. Trammell with the basketball as Haggard knocked it back in. Ball knocked out of bounds by Fort Scott. Highland basketball. And an offensive charge on Jordan Salas as Salas plowed her way down the line and ran over number 20, Jordan Dancer, for the Greyhounds. Checking the ball game for the first time tonight, number 32, Dayshell Claiborne, a 5'10 freshman out of Topeka, Kansas. Dayshell is averaging 3.6. And Jordan Salas takes the seat with 2 personal fouls in the quarter. Highland with a man-to-man press. Ball got over here, number 15, Haggard. Haggard will take it all the way off Vukov. Sonia with the rebound. And Vukov gets called for the carry. Vukov gets called for the carry. Again, Highland averaging 19 turnovers in the contest. They're forcing 25 a game by their opponents. Holtgrave with the basketball, gives it off to Burns. Burns in the lane. Has her shot partially blocked, gets her own rebound, goes up again, and a whistle will stop play. Foul is on number 11, Amani Simmons. That's her second personal foul. Highland now with 2 team fouls in the quarter. Shot up, no good by number 14, Holtgrave. Here comes Jamaica Dow with the basketball. Dow back to Monty Simmons, over to Tremble. Into Vukov at the high post. Sonia will drive the lane, cannot get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Kaylee Hackard. Haggard gives it off to Danzer. Danzer loses the basketball. Vukov will take it in for the layup. Vukov now with 7 points in the ball game. And a whistle stops play. And somebody needs to get the hold of number 20, Jordan Danzer. Danzer is caught around the jaw. She's not sure where she's at. She's almost about to stumble to the bench. We'll make sure sports medicine gets a hold of her in a hurry. Leandra Wilson back in the Highland lineup. Tramble, Dow, Wilson, Farrell, and Vukov. Runner up and good. Give the basket to number 14, Lily Holtgrove. Lady Scotty's up by 6, 12-6 with 7:35 to go in the first half. Vukov drives all the way in, gets it up there, going to say no, it's trouble. traveling violation against Sonia Vukov for Lady Greyhound basketball. Hager with the basketball, leaves it back for Holtgrave. And a 10-second violation against Fort Scott. So Lady Greyhounds with another turnover. And it'll be a Highland ball on the near side of the court as you view it from your screen. I want to give a shout out to Grandma Betty, who's watching us tonight, I'm sure. Sydney Blackburn's grandmother. Along the baseline, Dow puts up the runner, no good, gets her own rebound, puts it up good.
Jamaica Dow.
Jamaica Dow now on the scoreboard. She's averaging 11.5 a game. All the way in, shot up no good by number 5, Alexis Burns. Shot back up and good by Burns. Burns got her own offensive rebound. Burns now with 2 points in the book. She's got 8 points on the season of an average. And traveling violation against Leandra Wilson. Here comes Fort Scott with the basketball against the man-to-man pressure. Ball knocked away and it'll go out of bounds. It will remain, or it will be Highland basketball. And we've got a full timeout on the floor called by head coach Katie Ryman of Fort Scott. 6:24 to go, first half. Fort Scott, or Highland 14, Fort Scott 8. We'll be back in a bit. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. Welcome back to Midtown Fieldhouse in Highland, Kansas. Lady Scotty's up over Fort Scott 14-8 here with 6:24 to go in the second quarter. Want to give a shout out to Vanita Geiger watching us down in College Station, Texas. Vanita, a long-time employee, booster, and instructor here at Highland Community College. Fort Scott still in that 1-3-1 zone. Tramble. Along the right-hand side, Dow underneath. Three-point shot by Bailey Farrell. Rims it out, no good. Leandra Wilson with the rebound and the putback, and a foul will stop play. Foul is on number 22. Carly Bohannon, that's her second personal, first team foul of the quarter. And Leandra Wilson at the free throw line shooting 2. Wilson, a 5'9" freshman out of Kansas City, Missouri. Could not get the first one to go. Leandra averaging 4.5 points a ball game, 23 out of 35 free throws for 63% coming at nice action. Second one is up and good for Leandra. She's now in the books. Holtgrave, guarded by Farrell across the midcourt stripe. Gives it back to Haggart. Now back to Holtgrave. Holtgrave tries to penetrate. Back to Haggart for 3. That one's wide left. Tramble runs it down. Quickly down the floor. Bailey Farrell shot underneath. No good. It hit the bottom of the rim. Bailey got too far under. Haggart looking for someone to give it to. Gives it off to number 21, Kaylin Eisman. Now back to Holtgrave, and that's a 10-second violation. Second 10-second violation against the Lady Hounds tonight. And another turnover will give the ball back to Highland with 5:21 to go in the second quarter. Farrell back to Vukov. Vukov over to Jamaica Dow, back to Vukov. Then we've got a traveling violation against Sonia Vukov. Second time that Sonia's got called for the travel tonight. And all B.J. Smith can do right now is smile. Ball almost stolen away. Ball onto the floor. And a hustle. And
Side out, Sonia, down there. Side out. Side out.
it will be Fort Scott basketball, I believe. Nope, they're going to give the ball to Highland. Turnover, Fort Scott. Jamaica Dow will have the basketball in front of the Lady Hound bench. Gets it into Farrell in the corner. Tramble now over to right-hand side to Wilson. Low post to Vukov. Sonia up off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, goes underneath, puts it up, no good. And we got a whistle, then a foul to Vukov.
Foul number 3, Bailey Farrell.
Second, Bailey Farrell gets called for the personal foul. Appeared to me that Sonia was over the back. Second personal foul on Bailey Farrell. Bailey will take a seat. As checking in for the first time tonight, number 14, Goldie Woody. Woody, a 5'8" freshman out of St. Joe, Missouri, averaging 2.5 points a ball game. Jordan Salas also in the ball game, replacing Vukov. Step back two, no good by number 14, Lily Holtgrave. Rebound by Salas. Tramble to Dowell to Tramble. All the way around the outside of the arc. Woody drives in, gives it back to Wilson. Ball into Salas, and she has fouled from behind by number 21, Kaylin Eisenman. And that is number 3 on Eisenman. So Kaylin Eisenman, the first player to reach 3 personal fouls tonight, with 4:23 to go here in the second period. Highland ball with a fresh 30-second clock. Woody drives in and loses the ball out of bounds. So a turnover by Goldie Woody gives the ball back to Fort Scott. Ball knocked out of bounds by number 4, Leandra Wilson. It'll be Lady Fort Scott, or Lady Greyhound basketball.
Shine back up. Shine back up. Watch out. Shine right here. Right. Get up. Get up.
And another 10-second violation for Fort Scott. Third 10-second violation tonight for the Lady Hounds. And again, this year the rule has changed a little bit. It used to be that you could get a ball out of bounds and the 10-second clock would start over. This year it is not. You got 10 seconds to get the ball across midcourt from the time you get it in bounds originally. And we've got a foul on, they say foul is on Jordan Salas.
Foul number 44, Jordan Salas, third personal.
For a reach around, Jordan now with 3 personal fouls. So both Highland and Fort Scott with a player in foul trouble with 3 personal fouls. Holtgrave with the basketball. Penetrates the left-hand side, spin move in the lane, throws up the runner and got it. Lily Holtgrave, averaging 6 points a ball game, leads the Lady Hounds in scoring in the contest with 4. Wilson in the baseline. Highland brings it back out, top of the circle, over to Woody, left-hand wing. Fort Scott sticking to the 1-3-1 zone. Highland has not penetrated it very well. Ball into Salas in the lane. Salas crossover, throws up the runner and got it.
Jordan Salas.
Jordan Salas now with 3 points in the ball game. She's averaging 7.8, 55% from the floor. And we've got a foul on Highland.
Foul number 14.
Foul is on number 14, Goldie Woody. That's
Team foul number 5.
Woody's first personal foul. And that is Highland's 15 foul, so Fort Scott will be shooting 2 for the remaining 2:59. Lily Holtgrave at the free throw line. First one is up and good. That's Holtgrave 2 for Fruit Charity Stripe. She's now got half a dozen. First season average. Ball into the corner. Highland with substitution back in the ball game. Blackburn Harrell. Already along with Veach. Harrell for 3, no good, and a whistle and a foul. Sydney Blackburn went to the floor. Foul is on number 5, Alexis Burns. Burns now with 2 personal fouls. Third team foul of the quarter for the Lady Greyhounds. Ball into Blackburn, her shot blocked. Blackburn gets her own rebound, gets it back out. Harrell, top of the circle, now to Farrell. Trammell will launch up a 3. That was no good. Sydney Blackburn shot blocked again. Nice 2 blocked by Kaylee Haggart, the number 2 shot blocker in the region. Ball in the middle, stolen away by Fort Scott. Down onto the floor. And they're going to give it to Fort Scott, and a foul on Highland. They're going to say
Sydney Blackburn. That's her first personal.
Sydney Blackburn did something she wasn't supposed to. And now the fouls are starting to add up on both teams. Alexis Burns at the free throw line with 2 points in the contest. Give her a 3. Sonia Vukov back in the Lady Scotty lineup. Alexis Burns the free throw line, nails 2 for 2. She's now got 4. And another whistle, a reach around. And a foul, I believe, is on Highland.
That was number 23, Sydney Blackburn, her second personal.
Sydney Blackburn gets tapped for another foul on a reach around, and at the free throw line with number 22, Carly Bohannon. Bohannon with 1 point in the ball game, averaging 4.1. Again, she comes in the contest shooting just hitting 4 of 6 from the free throw line this year for 67%. 5'11" freshman out of Lansing, shooting 2. Gets that one to go. He's now got a pair. That off to the right of the right. We've got another foul. And the foul is going to be on nobody. They must have called a lane violation because no foul was given to us. And right now it's getting rather confusing what's going on the floor. Vukov back to Farrell. Trammell to Vukov. Vukov will penetrate to the lane. Puts it up, no good. Rebound pulled out by number 15, Haggart. Burns with the basketball. Over to number 22, Bohannon. Back to Haggart. Haggart steps inside, free throw line, lobs it to Bohannon. The ball goes out of bounds. Ball did not hit anything behind the backstop, they say, and we still play on. Harrell for 3. Abby Harrell drains the one for golf. Abby shooting 44% outside the arc. Gives Highland back a 5-point lead at 20-15. Coming up on the 1 minute mark of the half. Shot no good by Burns. Here comes Trammell all the way down for Highland, and we've got a whistle in the lane.
Sit. Keep working. Keep working.
Foul on number 22. Carly Bohannon picks up her third personal foul. And that's going to send Cheyenne Trammell to the free throw line. Cheyenne, 64% shooter from the free throw line, gets that one to go in. I've got her for 2 points now in the ball game. She's averaging 9. Leandra Wilson comes in. Bailey Farrell comes out. Trammell, 57 out of 89 from the free throw line this year. Cannot get that one to go. Vukov there for the putback. Sonia Vukov now with 9 points in the ball game. All the way in, runner up no good by number 12, Sperling. Here comes Leandra Wilson with the basketball. Under a minute to play in the half. Blackburn back out to Trammell. Back to Sydney at the free throw line. She'll penetrate down the lane. Soft runner is up.
Sydney Blackburn for 2.
Sydney Blackburn now with 4 points in the contest. Shot clock is off. We've got another foul. It's going to be on number 5. Foul is on number 4. Leandra Wilson.
Leandra Wilson, her first personal.
Wilson picks up her first personal foul of the night. But that'll send number 14, Lily Holtgrave, to the free throw line. Holtgrave, who leads the Lady Grounds in scoring tonight, with 6 points in the book. 40 out of 51 coming into tonight. So Holtgrave shooting the second of the 2. Gets that one to go. She's now got 7. Highland with the last shot of the half. Game clock down to 14. And we've got a whistle and another foul. A foul is on Sonia Vukov. That is Sonia's first. So Vukov gets tapped for a foul away from the ball. Now the Lady Greyhounds have the last shot of the half. Ball stolen away by Vukov. Sonia all the way down, runner short. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to give it to Highland with 1.6 to go. 1.6 to go. Harrell for 3. Got it. Abby Harrell at the buzzer with her second 3 of the night. And the Lady Scotties go to the house with a 28-16 lead here after 20 minutes of play. We'll get some stats and be back. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. Welcome back to Mid-Island Fieldhouse in Highland, Kansas. The Lady Scotties, ranked 7th in the nation in Division II, lead the Fort Scott Lady Greyhounds 28-16 after 20 minutes of play. I want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to Guy and Kelly Farrell watching us tonight from Alva, Oklahoma. Also want to give a shout out to Judy Cox watching from Wichita Falls, Texas, grandma of Abby Harrell. And also give a shout out to Vanita Geiger watching us tonight from College Station, Texas. Here is scoring summary for the first half. First for Fort Scott. They are led in scoring by Alexis Burns with 4 points. Lily Holtgrave has got 7 on 2 of 5 shooting. She's 0 for 1 outside the arc, but she's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Alexis Burns has 4 points. Kaylee Haggert's got 2. Carly Bohannon has 2. And Caitlin Eisenman has 1. Fort Scott connected on 3 of 21 from the first half for just 14%. 0 of 9 outside the arc for 0%. But they made their points at the charity stripe, which kept them in the ball game. 10 of 16 from the free throw line for 63%. Scoring summary for Highland. Sonia Vukov leads the way with 9 points, followed by Abby Harrell with 6. Sydney Blackburn has 4. Jordan Salas has 3. Jamaica Dow with 2. Cheyenne Tramble with 2. Leandra Wilson has 1, and Imani Simmons has 1. Lady Scotty shooting just 27% from the first half, 9 of 33. 3 of 12 outside the arc for 25. And Highland 7 of 12 from the free throw line for 58%. So again, lackluster first half by both teams. Again, Highland now out-rebounding Fort Scott 25-17, holding the Lady Greyhounds to just 5 offensive rebounds in the contest. Fort Scott with 14 turnovers in the first 20 minutes. They came into the night averaging 20 turnovers a contest. Highland with 12 turnovers himself. Lady Scotties averaged 19 per game. Biggest lead of the night was by Highland at 12 at halftime. Scoring in the first 20 minutes, Highland led at the end of the first quarter 8-4. They outscored Fort Scott in the second quarter 20-12. We'll take a break and we'll be back with information about the Region 6 playoffs in just a bit. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. And welcome back. We're at halftime here at Ben Allen Fieldhouse in Highland, Kansas. Your 7th-ranked Highland Lady Scotties lead the Fort Scott Lady Greyhounds by the score of 28-16. Region 6 Division II women's playoff situation looks this way. First round action will be on Saturday, February the 27th. The number 6 seed will be going to the number 3 seed. The number 5 seed will go to the number 4 seed. The first 2 seeds get a first round bye. The winners of the first round will advance to take on the top 2 seeds. The winner of 5-4 will play number 1. The winner of 6-3 will play number 2. With the winner of those 2 contests playing on Thursday, March the 3rd at Hartman Arena in Park City, Kansas for the Region 6 District B Championship contest. The winner of that goes to the national tournament. If the season ended today, Johnson County will take the number 1 seed, Highland will take the number 2 seed, Kansas City would be 3, Fort Scott would be number 4, Heston number 5, Brown Mackey number 6, Labette at number 7 would be eliminated from the playoffs automatically. Should Kansas City, Kansas win out and Highland defeat Fort Scott tonight, Highland must defeat Johnson County to claim the number 2 seed. If KCK wins out, Highland wins out, except losing to Johnson County, Kansas City, Kansas will defeat Highland in a 3rd tiebreaker on a point system. And Highland will take the number 3 seed, and they will take on the number 6 seed on Saturday, February the 27th. The winner of that contest would most likely take on Kansas City, Kansas in KCK in the 2nd round to go to the championship game in Hartman Arena. So there are still a few what-ifs to go. Labette is at Kansas City, Kansas tonight. Labette 0-8. KCK 5-3. Johnson County at 8-0 is at Brown Mackey tonight. Brown Mackey 1-7. And Heston, who Highland plays this Saturday, has the bye. So follow me on Facebook and Twitter at Russ Karn, RUSSKARN. And I'll update you after tonight what the standings are. But again, as I said, if things go through as one would expect, Highland must defeat Johnson County here at home this coming Monday night to claim the number 2 seed in the tournament. Just been notified that Sonia Vukov will wear number 15 for the second half of this contest, as she had some blood on her number 1 jersey. So again, Sonia Vukov will be wearing number 15 for the second half due to blood on her number 1 jersey in the first half. Foul situation is going to be big for both teams. For Fort Scott, they have 2 players with 3 personal fouls. Kaylin Eisenman's got 3. Carly Bohannon's got 3. Jordan Danzer has got 2. Kaylee Haggard's got 1. Lily Holtgrave has got 1. And Alexis Burns has 1. Again, Fort Scott doing without the services of their leading scorer tonight, number 10, Cameron Lutak. Lutak with a bad knee, could not go, said head coach Katie Ryman in her 4th year. Lutak, the number 2 scorer in the region, averaging 18.7 points a contest. Foul situation for the Lady Scotties. Jordan Salas has got 3. Cindy Blackburn's got 2. Amani Simmons has 2. Bailey Farrell has 2. Abby Harrell, Goldie Woody, Amani Simmons, Leandra Wilson. Mariana Veach and Sonia Vukov all have one personal foul apiece. Again, this is the 48th meeting between these two programs, dating back to 1982. Fort Scott leads the series by one, 24-23. But the Lady Scotties have won the last 10 games in a row. Fort Scott comes into tonight's action 4-4 on the road this year. The Lady Scotties are perfect at home so far this season. So we got $1:48 to go before the second half starts. We'll be back in a second. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. Welcome back for the third quarter of tonight's JL coverage of Region 6 matchup between the Fort Scott Lady Greyhounds and your 7th-ranked Highland Lady Scotties. Highland leading at 28-16 at the break. Again, we're giving a shout-out to Benita Geiger, Kelly Farrell, Judy Cox, who are watching us. Also, Guy Farrell watching us from Alva, Oklahoma. And it is Fort Scott Lady Greyhound basketball. We start the third quarter. Ball into the corner. Alexis Burns with the basketball. Picked up by Vukov. Ball across the right-hand side. That is Holtgrave. Now they just into the right-hand corner. Bohannon will drive it to the lane and run her up, no good. Ball kept in play by Jordan Salas. Nice job by Salas, who's got 3 personal fouls to get that rebound. Sonia Vukov for 3. Got it.
Sonia Vukov.
Vukov now the first player in double figures with 12 points. She leads the region in scoring with 19.8. Free throw line shot no good by Holtgrave. The rebound comes down in Farrell. Farrell gets it off the scramble over to Vukov for 2.
Sonia Vukov for 2.
Vukov now with back-to-back buckets. Cheyenne Tramble, who is second in the team in assists with 97. A foul and a whistle underneath. Foul is on Jordan Salas, and that is 4 on Salas.
Jordan Salas. That's her 4th personal, team foul number 1.
Mariana Veach into the ball game, replacing Salas. Basket was up and good by Carly Bohannon. Now she's now got 4 points in the ball game. Free throw gives her a nickel's worth at 5. She's got her average of 4.1. Caitlin Eisenman now back in the ball game for the Lady Greyhounds, replacing Bohannon. Along the baseline, Farrell for 3. Got it. Bailey Farrell. Range one from deep in the corner for her first 3 points of the night. She's averaging 6.5. Bailey shooting 26% outside the arc. We've got a whistle and a foul. As the foul is going to be on Bailey Farrell. And that is Bailey Farrell's 3rd personal foul of the ball game. Officials are not going to let this one get out of hand. They're calling it very tight tonight. I will say the fouls have been even though. Shot up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jamaica Dow. Dow, left-hand side to Tramble. Did not pull the trigger on the three, but Dow will launch one up. Ball down short, but there's Sonia Vukov for the rebound. Vukov for averaging 10 rebounds a ball game to lead the team. Now has 16 points. Ball ahead, stolen by Vukov. Back down to Tramble. Bounce pass over to Farrell. Layup good. Bailey Farrell now with 5 points in the game. Hager with the basketball. Back in against Vukov. We've got a whistle and a foul on Cheyenne Tramble. That is Cheyenne's first personal foul. Carly Bohannon checks back into for the Lady Greyhounds.
You got 22.
As Alexis Burns will take a seat. Lady Scotty's on a 20-7 run, and head coach Katie Ryman in her 4th year wants to talk things over. 7:22 to go, third quarter. Highland 40, Fort Scott 19. We'll be back in a bit. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. Fort Scott basketball underneath their own goal coming out of the 30-second timeout. We've got a jump ball, says the official over on the far side. And the result goes Highland basketball. So Highland with an advantage there on the jump ball. Gets the basketball back. Tramble to Vukov. We're again wearing number 15 in the second half due to blood on her number 1 jersey. Dow along the baseline, puts it up and good. Jamaica Dow now with 4 points in the ball game. She's averaging 11.5. And Highland out to their biggest lead. The ball thrown out of bounds. Turnover Lady Greyhounds. They had 14 in the first half. They came in averaging 20. In the corner, back out, top of the circle. Farrell thought about a three, gives it off to Tramble. To Vukov. Sonia, crossover dribble into the corner. Dow will launch up a three, got it. Jamaica Dow now with 7 points in the contest. And Highland now up 45-19. Ball thrown away by Vukov, gives it off to Dow. Ball onto the floor, and Fort Scott comes away with it. Eisenman had the basketball, gives it off to number 14, Holtgrave. Lady Scotty's on a 25-7 run here in the third quarter. And a whistle and an offensive foul against Fort Scott. And that will be the 4th personal foul on Kaylin Eisenman. First team foul of the quarter against the Lady Hounds. Vukov will inbound the ball to Tramble with 6:04 to go in the third. Vukov right inside the Dowell. Back to Vukov in front of the Highland bench. Get passed over to Farrell for 3. Bailey shot off the iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by number 15, Kaylee Haggard. Hager will bring it down herself. Loses control, and we're going to say a foul is on Highland. And the foul is on Sonia Vukov. That's her second personal foul.
Foul number 15, Sonia Vukov, her second personal.
Ball comes in to Lily Holtgrave. Guarded by Bailey Farrell. Holgrave, spin move into the lane. Goes in against Mariana Beach. They're going to say she traveled. Holgrave at 5'3", the freshman out of Effingham, Kansas. Ran in and all of a sudden there was a 6'4" freshman out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Mariana Beach, and she wasn't going to go nowhere. Scramble, Vukov into the corner to Dowell. Dowell will penetrate, throws up the runner, draws contact. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul is on number 12.
Foul number 12, Tabor Sperling.
Tabor Sperling picks up her first. Freshman out of Frontenac. That'll send Jamaica Dowell to the free throw line. First one is good for Dowell. She's now got an even 8 points in the game. Jamaica the best free throw shooter on the team at 72%, 86 out of 119. That one's good. She's now got 9. 3 below her season average. Vukov comes out along with Dowell as Amani Simmons and Sydney Blackburn check in for Highland. Alexis Burns brings it all the way down right-hand side. Skip pass across the defense. Runner is up. Shot blocked by Beach. Mariana blocked that one away. Sydney Blackburn takes it all the way to the hole and got it. Blackburn now with 6 points in the game, to my count. She's averaged 7.5.
Trace.
And we've got a foul as Mariana Veach and number 22, Carly Bohannon, get tied up, and they're going to say the foul is on Veach.
Foul's on number 2, Mariana Beach. Number 2.
That second one on Veach. And that is the 15th foul on Highland of the quarter. So Carly Bohannon at the free throw line. Bohannon with 5 points in the ball game. She averages 4.1. 67% free throw shooter, freshman out of Lansing, Kansas. Gets the first point on the board. She's now got half a dozen. And the Lady Hounds have put their first point on the board. Put their fourth point on the board here in the third quarter. That went off the back iron, no good. Tremble with the rebound. Simmons to Blackburn in the corner. Back to Simmons. Trammell over to Farrell. Highland working the outside of the perimeter. Shot clock at 11. Simmons inside the arc. Will try to penetrate. Up and good. Nice quick move to the basket by Amani Simmons. Picks up her third point of the contest. She's averaging 3.2 a game. Lob pass over to Burns. She'll penetrate. Loses the basketball, and they're going to say an offensive charge on Alexis Burns. That'll be number 2 on Burns. Second team foul of the quarter against Fort Scott.
Foul number 5, Alexis Burns, her third personal. Team foul number 3.
No, they're going to. The book says it's number 3 on Burns. As I was one foul off. Blackburn along the baseline. Skip pass over to Farrell. Trammell back to Amani Simmons. Simmons penetrates the baseline again. Uses Blackburn as a screen and gets the layup. Amani now with 5 points in the ball game. And she's got her average all the way in. Blocked by Mariana Beach. Number 15, Kaylee Haggard's layup. Trammell will get it across. Simmons to Farrell. Blackburn in the corner. Bounce pass. Tried to get it into Mariana Beach. The ball knocked away by number 22, Carly Bohannon. 53-20. Highland up by 23. correction, make that 33. Shot no good by Simmons, and here come the Lady Hounds with the basketball. Ball thrown away by Tramble. Tramble will take it one-on-one. Reverse layup blocked by Fort Scott. Block was now number 12, Tabor Sperling. And Tramble got her own rebound and stepped out of bounds. Kaylin Eisenman checked back in the lineup for Lady Greyhounds with 4 personal fouls. Jamaica Dow back in for Highland along with Leandra Wilson. Farrell and Blackburn will take a seat on the bench. Three-point shot no good by Tabor Sperling. And it will be Highland ball out of bounds. Highland right now putting it on the Lady Hounds here in the third quarter. They've outscored them 33-8 here in the third period of the ball game. And I'll have to double check the stats, but this might be the highest scoring quarter of the season by the Lady Scotties. Six on the shot clock. Bounce pass over to Simmons. Simmons will penetrate all the way in, puts up the runner no good, and a shot clock violation against Highland. The ball did not hit the iron. Hager with the basketball. Coming up on the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. Bohannon over on the right-hand side to Sperling. Sperling, 14-foot jumper, no good. Rebound by Veach. Scramble left-hand side to Dowell. Dowell, stutter step, up and good, draws the foul, and she'll shoot one. Foul's going to be on number 15, I believe.
Foul number 14, Lily.
Correct, that's fouled on number 14. Lily Holtgrave. Holtgrave picks up her second personal foul. Basket was good by Jamaica Dowell. Dowell with 11 points in the ball game, trying to pick up a dozen. She's averaging 11.5. We've got a lane violation and against Fort Scott as Bohannon stepped in the lane early. So Dowell will get a second attempt here. Jamaica again the best free throw shooter on the team. Rattles in and out, no good. Gets her own rebound. Shot blocked by Bohannon. Bohannon comes away with the rebound. $1:40 to play in the third quarter. Tied it up 55-20. Ball knocked away by Jamaica Dow. Dow kept control of the basketball. Dow will take it all the way down herself. Layup up and good.
Jamaica Dow, good two.
Jamaica Dow with 13 points. The second Lady Scotty in double figures. Sonia Vukov I have with 16. Ball thrown away by Tremble. Tremble will take it coast to coast. The layup up and good.
Cheyenne Trimble, good two.
Cheyenne now with 4 in the ball game.
Work, Cheyenne, work. Hey, just Cheyenne.
Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Lady Scotty's in command. And we've got a whistle and a foul. I believe it's on Mariana Veach. Mariana now with her third personal foul.
That's that first one.
At the free throw line for Fort Scott will be number 22, Carly Bohannon. Bohannon with 6 points in the ball game. First attempt, it rattles in and out. Alexis Burns checks in for Lady Hounds. Amani Simmons and Bailey Farrell check in for Highland. Dowell and Tramble check out for Scotty. Bohannon, a 5'11 freshman out of Lansing, Kansas, averaging 4.1 a contest. Cannot get that one to go. Rebound comes down by, or controlled by Amani Simmons. Leandra Wilson along the baseline to Woody. Back over here to Simmons. Shot clock down to 10. Wilson will run her up, no good, gets her own rebound. Woody will launch a three. That one's an air ball, and Highland cannot get the shot off, and shot clock violation. Second time the Lady Scotties have got called for the shot clock violation tonight. 18.6 to go in the third. Highland up 59-20. 3-point shot, no good. Put back up, and that one is good by number 22, Bohannon. Carly Bohannon gets her 8th point of the ball game as the buzzer sounds the end of the third. We go to the fourth quarter. Highland 59, Fort Scott 22. We'll be back in a bit. You're watching the Sky Sports Network. Welcome back to Benton Fieldhouse in Highland, Kansas. Start of the fourth quarter between the Fort Scott Lady Greyhounds and your Highland Lady Scotties. Highland up 59-22 as Highland has erupted for 39 points in the third quarter to take this commanding lead. Fort Scott with the basketball. Ball knocked away by Goldie. Woody goes out of bounds off of Goldie's foot. It will be Lady Hound basketball with 15 seconds on the shot clock. I want to give a shout out to Bailey's aunt, Kim, and Brooks, Bailey's cousin, Dryling, watching from Shawnee, Kansas tonight. Glad to have everyone tuned in tonight watching our Scotty Sports Network broadcast. Shot up no good by Alexis Burns of Fort Scott. Amani Simmons with the basketball, tried to bounce it ahead. Bad pass by Simmons, and Fort Scott coming over with the basketball. Highland with 12 turnovers in the first half. They're averaging 19 turnovers a ball game. All the way in, ball back out. 12 though, shoot the shot. Sperling's three-pointer no good. Monty Simmons runs it down. Ball down low, another bad pass by Highland. Here come the Lady Greyhounds. Alexis Burns with it. Burns loses it in traffic underneath the basket. Here comes Farrell. Bailey will wait for everyone to get set. Now top of the circle is Simmons. Now to Farrell. Goldie Woody in the right corner. Feeds it into Mariana Beach. Beach spins to the right. Foul will be on number 22, Carly Bohannon. And that is number 4 on Bohannon. Mariana at the line, shooting 50%, 19 out of 38. Trying to pick up her first point of the night, and she does. Mariana averaging 4.6 points per contest. Sonia Vukov back in the Highland lineup, along with number 12, Cheyenne Tremble. Jordan Salas will check in if this free throw is made. And it is short. Getting the rebound, number 5, Alexis Burns for Fort Scott. Burns gets it across the midcourt stripe. 8:25 to go in your ball game. Highland 60. Fort Scott 22. 3-point shot, no good by Burns. Vukov with the rebound. Sonia with 6 rebounds in the first half. Runner up and good by Jamaica Dow. Dow now with 15 points in the ball game. Holtgrave with the basketball on the right wing. Bounce pass into the corner to Burns. Along the baseline, we've got a blocking foul on Abby Harrell. That's 2 on Harrell now. Jordan Salas into the ball game now for Highland.
Come on, Abby, you gotta work hard.
Replacing Mariana Veach. Jordan with 4 personal fouls herself. Shot inside, up and good by number 21, Kaylin Eisenman. Eisenman now with 3 points in the contest. She's averaging 2.5. Salas up and good. Salas now with a nickel's worth. She's got 5. Jordan again shooting 55% from the floor. 7 and 8.8 points per game. Ball thrown away by Vukov on a bad pass by Holtgrave. A ball thrown ahead, and we've got a foul by Holtgrave on Jamaica Dowell. And that will be number 3 on Holtgrave. Sending Jamaica Dowell to the free throw line. Dowell, a freshman out of Lebanon, Tennessee, with 15 points. Her season average is 11.5. So Dowell shooting 2 here. First one is up, rattles in and out, no good. Deshelle Claiborne checks back into the Lady Scotty lineup, replacing Jordan Salas. Claiborne looking for her first points of the night. Second free throw attempt by Dowell. Gets that one to go, and she's tied with Sonia Vukov for the game high 16 points. And a whistle. Underneath, we've got a timeout on the floor. Charge to Fort Scott. It is going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. 7:04 to go in the fourth quarter. Highland 65, Fort Scott 24. Again, other games tonight being played around the Jayhawk Conference. Labette is at Kansas City, Kansas. Number 1 Johnson is at Brown Mackey. Heston has the night off. As I quickly take a peek at the Twitter feed to see if there's any updates on those games. There have not been. And we'll hang on here. Basketball back to Fort Scott out of bounds. Foul will stop play. Jamaica Dow picks up her second personal foul. So Jamaica with 2 will even up the team fouls. That's 2 apiece. Fort Scott with the basketball. Haggard with it. Back over to number 21. Eisenman. Ball stolen away by Dow. Jamaica will take it coast to coast. Lay it up and good. Jamaica Dow now leads all scored with 18 points. Cross the zone, shot blocked. Burns did not get the shot off as Highland with the block. Tramble feeds it over to the corner. Back to Tramble, has a wide open 3, will pull the trigger. Bounce off of the back iron, no good. Rebound to Dowell, put back to Tramble for another 3. That one's no good. Rebound comes down to Alexis Burns. Burns will bring it down, and she's picked up by Abby Harrell. Burns inside the arc, shot up and good.
Alexis Burns, good two.
Nice job by Burns. Or excuse me, that's Liquor Byron's, my mistake. I apologize for that. That is Byrnes, Byron's, my mistake.
Come on, Cheyenne.
Ball into the corner. Spin move by Sperling. Shot no good. Vukov comes away with the rebound. Sonia will take it coast to coast, lays it up, and got it.
Sonia Vukov.
Vukov now with 18 points. And BJ Smith wants a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break and be back. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network.
Timeout Highland is a 30-second.
I want to give a shout out to Bailey's grandma and grandpa, Freitag, watching us also from Shawnee, Kansas tonight. Got 24 computers hooked up at one time to us. I really appreciate you guys following us this year on the Sky Sports Network. Again, a great tribute goes to Ivan Baida up above, who's giving our video action tonight. Ivan got us over to YouTube this year, which made into a great improvement for what we were able to do. Ball into the corner and throwing it away is number 22, Charlie Bohannon. Turnover, Lady Greyhounds. 4:56 to play in the ball game. Highland up 69-26. They shall. Underneath, reverse layup by Vukov, no good. Sonia puts it back up and is fouled by number 12, Tabor Sperling. Second personal foul on Sperling.
That was number 5, Alexis Burns, her fourth personal. Team foul number 3.
Vukov trying to get her average here from the charity stripe. First one is up and good. She's now got 19 points. She's averaging 19.8. Byron's leaves the lineup for Fort Scott as Kaylee Haggard comes in. Second attempt by Vukov is up and good. Sonia now with her average of 20. Vukov off of the floor. And in comes Jordan Salas. Bailey Farrell, Deshelle Claiborne. Abby Harrell, Amani Simmons, and Jordan Salas on the floor for Lady Skies right now. 3-point shot by Haggard is no good. Ball knocked around, come away with it is number 12, Sperling for Fort Scott. Lady Greyhounds have another option here. Ball into the corner to Bohannon. That's the ball stolen away. Bailey Farrell will take it coast to coast. Bailey lays it up short. The rebound pulled down by Fort Scott. And that is number 12, Taylor Sperling. Sperling crossover dribble, top of the circle, into the corner to Bohannon. Bohannon will penetrate the baseline. Kicks it over to the right-hand side to Haggard. Haggard shot up and good. Oh, correct, that is Kaylin Eisman. Kaylin Eisman now with 5 points in the ball game. Ball underneath for Salas. Harrell will throw up a 3. That one is no good. Rebound pulled down by Bohannon of Fort Scott. Back to Holtgrave. She'll work it down against Farrell. All the way underneath, the ball into the corner. That is Sperling with it. She'll put up the runner, no good, and a foul on Highland. As I believe that may be on Jordan Salas. Nope, it's on Bailey Farrell.
Number 3, Bailey Farrell, her 4th personal.
Bailey now with 4 personal fouls in the ball game. As Tabor Sperling trying to get her first points of the night from the charity stripe. 26 out of 41 for 63% for the season. First one is up, and she's in the bucket with 1. Byron's back in the lineup. Again, I deeply apologize for mispronouncing her name most of the ball game. Alexis is a 5'6" freshman out of Lockwood, Missouri, averaging 8 points a game for the Lady Greyhounds. Second attempt is up and good, no good. But we've got a lane violation on Highland. Amani Simmons got in there too quick, says the official. So Sperling will have another attempt to get her second point of the contest. Second one is up and good. Sperling puts the 30th point on the Big Blue scoreboard for the Lady Greyhounds. 2:50 to go in the contest. Ball knocked away into the corner and out of bounds. It will be Fort Scott basketball. Sperling, right-hand side, gives it off to Byron. 3-point shot, no good by Haggard. And Jordan Salas pulls down the rebound. Salas averaging 6 boards a ball game. She had 3 at halftime. Simmons 3, no good. Off to Harrell. Abby puts it back up and good. Abby's now got 8 points, 2 below her average of 9.8. And that may have been the closest basket Abby Harrell has attempted this season. She's mainly a 3-point threat. Thrown up by Byron, no good. And the ball will go out of bounds. They're going to have a foul on Highland, I think, as it's on Bailey Farrell.
You gotta be kidding me.
And Bailey Farrell has just fouled out of the ball game.
Bailey Farrell, her 5th personal.
So Farrell fouls out of the ball game with 5 points, 2 below her average of 6.5.
Ref, it is your job to
Goldie Woody
That's her 5th foul.
checks in.
No, it's not.
So Goldie Woody back in the Highland lineup, as also Amani Simmons back in. Excuse me, Leander Wilson back in the lineup for Highland. $1:45 to go in the contest. Highland up 73-30. Run to the middle, no good. Put back up by Haggard. Kaylee Haggard now with 4 points in the ball game. Off of the offensive rebound, she's averaging just under 7 rebounds a contest. Jordan Salas shot no good. Rebound comes off again to Haggard. Haggard, who ranks number 4 in the region in rebound total, with 173 coming into the night, has done a fine job on the board. She had 6 at the break. 3-point shot up and good by number 14, Lily Holtgrave. Holtgrave now, First Lady Hound in score in double figures with 10. And a whistle underneath will stop play. Foul is on number 12.
That's number 12,
Taylor Sperling, that's her 3rd. 4th team foul on the Lady Greyhounds. We're under a minute to go with 55.8 to play. Highland with a fresh 30-second clock, and the ball needs thrown back. And Harrell will throw up a 3. That one's long. Going into the corner is Woody. She saves it, but right back in the hands of number 12, Sperling of Fort Scott. Ball into the corner. Gray with the basketball. Tries to penetrate underneath. All the way in. Highland gave him a lane. Cannot make the layup was Sperling. And now a foul and a whistle. As the foul is going to be on Sperling. That'll be 4 on her.
Foul number 12, Tabor Spelling, her 3rd personal. Team foul number 5.
At the team foul number 5 on Fort Scott. Highland shoot 2 for the remaining 35 seconds. Jordan Salas at the charity stripe with 5 points in the ball game, averaging 7.8. Jordan, 23 out of 49 from the charity stripe this year. 47%. She shoots 55 from the floor. Sydney Blackburn back in the Highland lineup. Mariana Veach will check back in if this free throw is made. And does not. Rims in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Haggard. Ahead to Sperling. 27 on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock. And a traveling violation underneath the backboard. And that'll stop the clock. Mariana Veach comes in with 10.7. Jordan Salas will sit down. 10.7 to go in the contest. Highland with the basketball. We'll see if B.J. Smith with the shot here or just told him to hold it. 73-35. Harrell to Tramble. Simmons to Blackburn. And that's your ball game. Final score, Highland 73. Fort Scott 35. We'll get the final stats and be right back. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. Welcome back to Mid-Island Fieldhouse in Highland, Kansas. As tonight, your 7th-ranked Highland Lady Scotties down the Lady Greyhounds of Fort Scott by the final score of 73-35. Final stats for the night. First quarter Lady Greyhounds, they were led in scoring by Lily Holtgrave with 10 points on 3 of 8 shooting, 1 of 2 outside the arc, 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. She had 1 assist and 6 turnovers. Other scores for Fort Scott: Kaylee Haggard with 4 points, Carly Bohammond with 8, Alexis Byrons with 6, Tabor Sperling with 2, and Kaylin Eisenman with 5. For the contest, the Lady Greyhounds connected on 10 of 47 from the floor for 21%. They were 1 of 17 outside the arc for .059. And they were 14 out of 26 from the free throw line for 61%. For Highland, they were led by the conference's leading scorer, Sonia Vukov, with 20 points. 8 out of 17 from the floor for Sonia tonight. 2 of 3 outside the arc, a perfect 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And with 11 rebounds, she now has another double-double on the year. I think that is her 12th of the season. Another player in double figures for Highland was Jamaica Dow with 18 points on 7 of 10 shooting, 1 of 2 outside the arc, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, and she also pulled down 5 rebounds. Other players with points for Highland: Bailey Farrell had 5, Cheyenne Tramble had 4, Jordan Salas finished with 5, Mariana Veach had 1, Leandra Wilson had 1, Amani Simmons had 5, Abby Harrell had 8 points, and Sydney Blackburn finished with 6. For the contest, Highland shot 40% from the floor on 27 of 67 shots, 6 of 24 outside the arc, 13 of 23 from the free throw line for 57%. Highland out rebounded the Lady Greyhounds 48-31. Highland forced 29 Fort Scott turnovers, committing 19 turnovers himself. Lady Skies with a big third quarter, outscored the Lady Greyhounds 31-6 in the third to pull away for the 73-35 victory. We will switch over to the men's game. Follow me on Twitter at Russ Karn, RUSSKARN. I'll have the link available in just a second or two, and we'll be ready for the guys' game. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you on Saturday against Heston at 1.